Good morning. Welcome back to this simple truth from the Word of God. Still talking about practical ways to enhance our relationship, to deepen our relationship with the Word of God. Just simple practical ideas. Probably you already know these, but if you don't, give them a try. I think they will add to your depth in the Word of God. So one more is Romans 10:17. It says faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the Word of God. Okay, so hearing the Word of God brings faith into our lives. This verse. I love it. It's one of the reasons I dare to preach, because it doesn't matter if my words are great or not so great. The Word of God will create faith in my brothers and sisters, and I believe that, and He does it in my life also. So that's great. Hearing the Word of God is wonderful, but how about reading it? Why do we read the Word of God? Well, because our mind focuses a different way when we read the Word of God. Hearing it functions in a different way in our mind, and reading it yet again functions in a different way. And here is my point with the simple thought, is that it's better to add more layers with our relationship, to our relationship with the Word of God. It is better to make it more layered. So one is, you hear the Word, that's great. Either you listen to an audio Bible or you listen to a preacher who preaches it, that's great. But then also you yourself reading it, it gives you a different perspective, not because the words are different, they will be the same, but your mind will process it differently. Now, another one is speaking them. Okay, when you speak the word, when you actually read out loud, your mind will consider yet another way. So reading the Word of God out loud is an important exercise, actually. In the New Testament times, actually people mostly read out loud. This reading in your mind or reading in your heart, this wasn't really an exercise. I often ask the church to follow with me. I read the Word, and then I ask them to read it with me, because I want them to focus in two ways. One is hearing, one is following. I know it changes for me, but when you read it out loud, it is a yet different story. And it's arguable that Joshua 1:8, when it says, "Let not this book of the law depart from your mouth," it is about him speaking it and him reading it, and that adds yet another layer. Actually, in 1 Timothy 4:13, many churches don't do this. Paul says to Timothy, "Till I come, give attendance to reading," and that meant reading out loud the Word of God. And it's important, it's useful when you as a believer sit down and then you read it out loud, because your mind yet again processes it in a different way when you just read it in your mind, or when you actually articulate it, when you give voice to it. It's a yet different way of processing it. So I just want to encourage you also to do this, because I think it will it will add to your understanding, and it will deepen your relationship with the Word of God. So just give it a shot. God bless your day.